Colleagues, welcome to the Office of Health Standard Compliance Reporting System. On this video, we will be showing you how to navigate on the reporting system, basically how you respond, upload the evidence, and also submit the report. As you can see on the screen, this is basically the URL or the link that you would need to use in order to access the system. The preferred browser here is Google Chrome. Then once you enter your URL or the link here, your landing page will be this one where you see the OHSC logo, where you need to put your username. In this regard, it will be your email address and also the password. Then when you are on this screen, colleagues, what you do is that you need to log in. I'm going to click on log in. Once I've clicked on login, you'll see reporting system. From there, what you need to do, you'll see this option, select province. I'll select the province. And for the purpose of this demonstration, we will use Free State. But please note, colleagues, that if you are in Limpopo, Mpumalanga, Northern Cape or Western Cape, and any other province, you'll see your province appearing here. For the purpose of this demonstration, as I said, we're going to use Free State. Then you'll select your province. After you select your province, you go to select HE type. You go there. If it's a clinic, you'll select a clinic. If it's a CHC, you'll select a CHC. But in this instance, let's select a clinic because the reporting system is the same. Irrespective of the level of care, the navigation is the same. Let's select clinic. After selecting clinic, you'll see the name of your health establishment, the district, the sub-district, the compliance status of your facility, the grading, and the percentages in terms of NNV, vital, and essential. So for the purpose of this demonstration, we are using Leseding Clinic. But as I've indicated, if you are in any other province, your facility will appear here. Then from there, under actions, you have an option that says view. I'm going to click on view now. We are delving now deeper into the report. Let me click on view. After you click on view, you'll see on your top right that this is a preliminary report. And after the preliminary report, once the office has considered your evidence, you will receive a final report, which will be accessed on this very same platform. Now, for the final report, the facility can either be compliant or be non-compliant. And if it's non-compliant at some stage, it will need to be re-inspected, and the report of that re-inspection will also be released here in the same platform, colleagues, in the same URL. After that, you see print report. This is where you can print and also download the report. From there, the report shows you the demographics of your facility, the inspection date, and the manager. From there, you'll also see the inspection type, the tool that was used to inspect, the team leader, and where it says HE submitted by, it basically means that the system is doing a countdown because you will be given 20 working days to respond and upload to the evidence. So the system will do a countdown. Then from there, you'll have a CSF document, the compliance status framework. Colleagues can click on the document. It can be downloaded or you can print it. The next document that we have availed on the system is the user guide of this reporting system. Colleagues can also click on it, open, and also download or print. The next thing that you see there is the compliance decision that will explain whether the facility is compliant or not. In this regard, this one was non-compliant. From there on the I here, this is the grading model. extracted directly from the CSF. Then you can see also in terms of the overall grading, the facility was unsatisfactory. When I click on the I there, it will show us the percentages of the vital and the essential. Now I'm proceeding. Colleagues, you are able to view the report by functional area, by domain, subdomain, standards, criteria, summary of findings for all the functional areas within the primary health care, steps to be taken. Right. Then from there, I'm going to go back to this one by functional area. This is where now I'll be showing you how to respond and upload the evidence. And in here, you'll see that there are 4 functional areas with their grading, their scores for each functional area. The number of failed measures will also be indicated here for the NNVs vital and essential, as you can see on the other columns. Now, let's zoom in. Let's take clinical services. I'm going to click on clinical services. Click. Once I've clicked on clinical services, I will scroll down. You will see that the number of measures here is 47, but it's only reflecting 10. So you have 2 ways to navigate. It's either you can go page by page 1, 2, 3, 4, and etc. Or you can go to this option, click here, and say select 50. In this regard, the system will then show you 50 measures in this regard, right? Then from there, I'll scroll up. We are still in clinical support services. You can see there's an option that is written measures. Then when I click on that option, it gives me 3 options. It's either if I want to zoom into the compliant measures, I'll click on compliant. If I want to zoom only into the non-compliant measures, I'll click on non-compliant. If I want to zoom only into the not applicable measures, I'll click on not applicable. But for the purpose of this demonstration, and because in the main, you will be responding to the non-compliant measures, let's click on not compliant. I've clicked on not compliant. We are still in clinical support services. Now, in our tool, we have 2 kinds of measures. We have a direct measure and a checklist measure. Now, let's start with a direct measure. In this regard, we'll start with this one, 21141. Results of patient experience of care survey are visibly displayed. This is an observation and essential measure. Now, let's click on the measure now. I'm clicking on the measure. You'll see that you have the measure number there, the measure, and also the comment from the inspector as to why was the measure not compliant. Then, assuming now that colleagues have the evidence to attach in this regard, there's an option that says responses, and I'll click on responses. Once I've clicked on responses, you'll see there a free text on top. It's written health establishment response. And in here, this is where now you can type whatever that you need to type here. Then after you type your content, this is where you need to upload your evidence. Now, in this free text, colleagues, the number of characters are not limited in this regard. Now, below the free text, there's an option that is written attach file. So in here, whether it's Word, Excel, PDF, images, the system will accommodate all of that, irrespective, colleagues, of the size of that document or image. Let me click on attach file. I'm clicking on attach file. Now, this depends as to where you would have saved your evidence. It's either you would have saved it in my document, desktop, you can go directly there so that you can upload the evidence. But in this regard, we have saved it under my pictures. then we want to upload the evidence. And this is the evidence that I want to upload. I'll just click on the document. From there, click on open. Once I've clicked on open, you'll see that the system will attach the evidence. Now let me attach another document. I'm just attaching this one as an example, and I say open, right? I've attached two documents. Now let's assume now that this one, I've attached it by error and I want to remove it. Then I'll just go here on the trash bin, select, and the system will say, you are about to delete the attachment. Do you really want to continue? Then I'll say delete, right? Then from there, I click on save. So for each activity that you do, colleagues, please make sure that after you type your comment and also attaching the evidence, you click on save, save, save. And you will note that the system will also put your name there, the date and the time stamp. Now, let's move to another measure, colleagues. I'm closing this one. When I click on close, it will take me back to the functional area clinical services. Then it shows me the rest of the measures. Now I want to scroll down. I want us to zoom now into a checklist measure, 22212. This is an emergency trolley. It's stocked with medicines, medical supplies, and equipment. This is an observation, and it's a non-negotiable vital. Let me click on the measure now. I'm clicking on the measure. Once I click on the measure, you'll see the measure number, the measure, and also the comment from the inspector. And you'll see that the inspector has also given examples of some of the aspects that were not available within this checklist. And because this is a checklist, it will then reflect here, checklist aspects. Now, what you need to do, colleagues, you'll see that this checklist has quite a number of pages up until page 9. Now, with other checklists, as you navigate on the system, you'll see that it will have maybe 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, 4 pages, and etc. So they will differ. But for this purpose, you need to ensure that you go through the entire checklist. Please, colleagues, don't just concentrate on the examples that are given here by the inspectors, because these are just examples. The inspector would have mentioned only 2 or 3 things, but you need to be clear exactly that within this checklist, what is it that you did not comply with? So we are on page 1. On page 1, it says not applicable. We are moving, page 2. It says not applicable. Page 3. Okay, some aspects are not applicable, but you can see from aspect 24, you have a yes, simply means the aspects were there. And as you scroll down there, aspect number 30, this is where the issue is lying. So when you start addressing some of the things that were not compliant, you'll see the inspector would have scored it a no, because at the time of inspection, this was not available. Now, let's move to page 4. This is page 4. I'm scrolling down. As I said, where you see a yes, you know that you complied with the requirement there. But you can see aspect 39. Aspect 39. This is where the issue is lying also. Then from there, we move to 5. Page 5. Okay, some are not applicable. Yes, yes. And I'm scrolling down, colleagues. Okay, let's move to page 6 now. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's move to page 7. All yeses. Page 8. All yeses. Page 9. All yeses. So basically it means the issues there that I've shown to you earlier, colleagues, those were the issues that will need to be identified here for this particular facility. But obviously it might be different for your facility, but please make sure that you go through all of these pages to know exactly within this emergency trolley, what is it that you did not comply with. Once you know exactly what you did not comply with, colleagues, and you have the evidence and you want to attach, you would click on responses. Once you click on responses, you will get that free text. You type whatever that you need to type here, colleagues. As I said, the number of characters are not limited here. Then from there, you can then click and also attach your evidence now. As I said, it's either you might have saved it in the desktop, my documents, you go wherever you have saved it. So I'm going to click on this one, attach, click on another one, attach the evidence, click, and then say save. Then once you have done that, you know that you have saved your evidence. As I said, your name will appear here with the date and timestamp. Then from there, you click on close. Now, we did a demonstration, colleagues, for 2 measures on the tool, but on your side as a facility, you will need to go through this exercise for all the measures that were non-compliant in all colleagues, in all the functional areas. You need to do the same approach of responding and also uploading the evidence. Once you have concluded uploading and responding for all these functional areas, this is where now you need to submit the report. I'll click on submit now. Click on submit. Then the system will ask you, are you sure you want to submit the following report? And it will show you the demographics there, the inspection date and the manager. So you have 2 options. You can say cancel, and then it will take you back to the reporting system. Or you say, yes, I want to submit. Then let's go to yes, I want to submit. I'm clicking there. Once I've clicked there, the system is giving you another message. You are submitting this report. After successful submission, this report will be closed and you will not be able to make any further edits to this report. Are you sure you want to continue? Then from there, you can say submit. Then from there, you'll get a message from the Office of Health Standard Compliance thanking you that, thank you, colleague, your submission has been sent. So basically, colleagues, in summary, this is how you need to navigate on the system, responding and upload the evidence. Now, let us just switch quickly the screen so that I show you the numbers where you will get technical support in case you are having challenges with the system. So these are the numbers, colleagues, that you would need to contact. They work from Monday to Friday during office hours. You can also send an email to this email where we will then give you the support. Thank you, colleagues. This is the end of the presentation. Thank you.